Good morning all. In this video we will solve some extra problem based on DC circuits module 1. Let's see the problem. What is the potential difference between point X and Y in the network shown below, right? So network is given like this. It looks like a complicated problem, but very easiest. Only 3 to 4 steps is enough for solving this problem. I'll just draw a diagram. Okay, here there is a and here 3 ohm resistance will be there, and here to here one voltage source, and here supply here, and here one resistance, and also here one resistance. The values they have given like this. This is 2 volts, and here 2 ohm resistance, and here 3 ohm resistance. Okay. Here 4 volts, and here similarly 3 ohm resistance, and here 5 ohm resistance, here 4 volts. Okay, this is the circuit diagram we need to solve now. So this is X point, okay, this is X point, this is Y point. So we need to determine this voltage VXY. It looks like a complicated one, but very easy problem. Okay, this is plus, here minus, right? So just see the problem properly. They have given X and Y terminals. This terminal is Y terminal, this terminal is X terminal. We need to determine voltage drop across X and Y. So for that we want this current and this current, right? How do you calculate those two current? By applying KVL, right? Just to apply KVL like this and apply KVL like this, just like a Ohm's law. So how do you calculate that current I1? I'll take this one as I1, okay? This is loop 1, and this is loop 2, this is I2, okay? So everything is given here, and we need to calculate that Vx5, right? So first I'll calculate I1. How do you calculate I1? I1 is equal to, just to apply loop equation, 2 minus 3I1 minus 2I1, that is I1 is equal to 2 by 3, 2 by 5, okay, 2 by 5, that is I1 current. What about I2 current? I2 current we can calculate like this, right? I2 is equal to this 4 volts divided by 8, 4 by 8, you will get 0.2, I guess, right? Now you can apply loop equation. This is you consider loop, okay, one complete loop. So I'll tell you how to take this loop, like, and how to solve the problem easily. Just see here, I1 is 2 by 2 plus 3, I mean 2 by 2 plus 3 is 0.4, and 4 by 3 plus 5, that is 4 by 8, you will get 0.5. So Vxy, the equation is like this, right? So X is here and Y is here, but here 3 will be there, and here 4 volts will be there, and here 4 volts will be there, right? So this is 3, this is 3, this is 4, right? So we need to calculate Xy now. Xy, Vxy. Just apply loop equation over here. Vxy is equal to 3I1 plus 4 minus 3I2. Just to substitute the values of I1 and I2 over here. I1 is 0.4, I2 is 0.5. Finally, we will get the answer as 3.7 volts. Sometimes you will get negative also if you have taken opposite direction. You will get minus 3.7. The both answer is same based on our requirement, but sometimes in the problem they will mention the indication also. That time you have to get proper answer. If you are getting a negative in the sense, your answer is wrong. So if suppose in the question, if suppose they are not mentioned, so that time definitely you can take any direction. Okay. So likewise you have to solve the problem. Next problem. A current of 20 amps flows through the 2 ammeter. So 2 ammeter are in series. So this is 1 ammeter, okay, and this one is another one ammeter. Ammeter 1 and ammeter 2 I'll take. This is 1. And the potential difference across A is 0.2 and across B is 0.3 volts. This is a laboratory experiment, I think so. Laboratory experiment, they converted into problem. So here the volt meter reading is how much? 0.2, and here 0.3, right? This is voltage. Find how the same current will be dividing between A and B when they are in parallel. So we need to calculate this current. I mean, you can take this one is ammeter 1, this one is ammeter 2. Ammeter is having less resistance, that resistance. So this is voltage, total voltage. Okay, this is total voltage. Total voltage you can calculate 0.2 plus 0.5. This 0.2, 0.5. 0.3 definitely will get 0.5 total voltage for this circuit, because this is a completely series circuit. So the voltage we need to add, right? So likewise we need to solve the problem. So for this what parameter is required? R is required, right? Because if you want to calculate I1 V by R we want, right? R we don't know, but here current is 20 amps. Okay, here 20 amps is flowing. Here also same 20 amps is flowing into this ammeter 2. You can calculate R, right? R is equal to V by I. That is V is 0.2 divided by I is how much? 20 amps. 20 amps. So how much you will get? R for this ammeter 1. This one is ammeter 2. So resistance value of ammeter 2 is 0.3 divided by 20. You will get some value. Okay. So the answer becomes like this. Case 1, V1 they have given 0.2 and V2 they have given 0.3 volts. Resistance of R1 is V1 by I mean 0.2 divided by 20, and resistance of ammeter 2 R2 is V2 by I, that is 0.3 divided by 20. So 0.01 we got and 0.015 we got. Now the case 2, both the ammeter, just I'll take ammeter 1, this one is ammeter 2, okay, having resistance, okay, having resistance. So the total voltage is 20 they have given, either it may be a series connection or parallel connection, right, 20. So how do you calculate I1? I1 is equal to, directly you can calculate I1 is equal to 20 divided by R1 is how much? 0.01. Directly you will get it answer, 12 amps. And what about I2? I2 is equal to, otherwise you can use current divider formula. I2 is equal to total current into opposite branch resistance divided by total sum of the resistance. That is also fine. So likewise they have used, right? I1 is equal to total current into opposite branch resistance divided by total sum of the resistance. Same I2 is equal to total current into opposite branch resistance divided by total sum of the resistance. So finally they got 12 amps and 8 amps. So this 20 amps whatever flowing, right, series connection. So that is achieved. 12 plus 8 is how much? 20. Then only the problem is correct. Otherwise problems problem become wrong. So cross connection or you do different methods. I mean cross checking is okay, and also you do cross connection, like connecting this ammeter to there and then this that ammeter to here. I mean like this place and then this place, or ammeter you connect in series, you will get the same current, but here current will be dividing I1 and I2. That's all. This is 20 amps is flowing. This is the problem. In the next class we will solve some tricky problems. Thank you.